Hello my PU1 champions, welcome back to the channel. Did you think I forgot about you? I have not. So that's why I'm bringing here the most important session for your preparation of PU1 midterms. How to score 65 plus marks, the right strategy, a step-by-step strategy and the structure which if you follow properly, you can easily score this. Trust me. But for that, what you have to do, if you like this session, you have to give me a thumbs up. And before moving on, I would love to tell you that we have planned so many things for you. And of course, you all know whatever is the requirement, just leave that in the comment section. We'll bring that up. But if you want to know about all the things that is planned for you, if you want to watch all those videos, you need to subscribe right away and keep the notification bell turned on so that you don't miss out on any of the updates, any of the sessions that is coming your way for PU1. Okay, for mathematics, I'll be here. I'm your Ankit sir, you know me, and I'm taking classes. So today is not a class. This is going to be a strategy video. But if you want an actual session where I want to solve more questions, sir, I want marathon, I want whatever it is you want, you need to tell me in the comment section right now. And before moving ahead, give me the thumbs up if you like this session. Now I think we are ready. What are we ready for, sir? To knowing what's coming up ahead. Okay, what we have in the plan, let's check that out. All right, so we have in the session today, very simply, these 9 things to come. As I said, step by step, a very structured strategy to counter the maths paper of PU1 and to score that 65 plus marks easily. Step number 1, knowing what you're facing. You need to know what is coming ahead. That is your syllabus overview. We'll see, of course, based upon your colleges, your campuses, you might have some chapters different, but more or less I have taken syllabus. You'll see that when I start. Next will be your paper pattern. I'll show you what is going to be your paper pattern, what is expectation, all that will be shown to you in the point number 2. Point number 3, the game plan. Okay, now since the time is very less at hand, we have to be very much accurate. So we need a proper game plan and I'm going to give you that. Next is your one thing extra I've added in the game plan, that is your 3C strategy. You'll see when the number 4 point is revealed to all of you. Number 5 is going to be a simple, easy to follow roadmap. Okay, which if you do it properly, you can score the 65 plus marks. Okay, and believe me, I have made it very easy to follow. Next up is the daily routine. As a student after school, how much time we should give, all that will be discussed in the daily routine. Number 7 will be, yes, topper's secret. Okay, so after this discussion of this point number 7, you'll be very, very happy and you'll actually say that, is it true? Is it how it is? But yes, the topper secret will be shared with all of you in the point number 7. And point 8 is, I have not written here mistakes, I've written here avoidable mistake. Means this can be simply avoided if you follow the words I'm giving you. Number 9 is smart revision techniques. Some techniques to follow to make the most of it. But we have less time, right? We have only, somebody will say 4 days, 7 days, 10 days, 12 days like that. But we have less time, bacha. Now for that reason, we have to be very much accurate in our work. We cannot waste time, right? So that's why smart revision techniques will be shared with all of you. Now before I begin, again, this is for PU2 students basically, because this is about offline. Because if let's say you're a PU2 student and you want to watch this video as well, because you want to strategize something, then here it is. We have launched, tell your seniors, we have launched an offline 90-day crash course for kcet and kcet. Don't forget to mention this to your seniors. And the best part is, this is this year happening at more than 1 campuses of Deeksha. Okay, so last year we actually conducted this, but we did it for only 1 campus. But this year we have multiple campuses of Deeksha across Bengaluru. So what you need to do, simply call on this number. Okay, first of all, let your seniors, let your friends know. They have to call on this number to get to know which Deeksha campus is near to them. That is it. Once they get enrolled, will be teaching you, will be training you for kcet and kcet, both syllabus, everything will be discussed. The structure, the plan, all will be shared. Just call on this number and enroll right away. If you are a 12th student, if you are 11th student, ask your seniors to enroll right away. It's going to be one of the best decisions that they make to get the top 1000 rank for kcet and kcet, and that's a promise. If you want to know, get this program, go into the top colleges and ask everyone. Out of every 3 students, 1 of them is from Deeksha in the top colleges of Karnataka. Okay, so that's it about the KC90 crash course. Now, as promised, I know the time is very important. Let's come back to the session, which is syllabus overview. So I've taken these chapters over here. I think sets, you all know, simple chapter. What is these topics, sir? Are these all topics of this chapter? No. These are your, excuse me, these are your high scoring topics. These are your high scoring topics from each of the chapters. Okay, if I have missed some, let me know in the comment section. Sir, this you missed from this chapter, let me know in the comment section. Okay, I'll again make the changes. Right now for sets we have Venn diagrams, complement problems, right? The dash problem, where you use union and intersection to get the proof part, or question where you're using the set theory. Let's say set is given and you're using to prove that given relation in terms of sets. Next up we have R and F, domain and range of various functions. You have your step function. Okay, you have your GIF also is there, greatest integer function, modulus function. All that domain, range and composite function is very, very important. Next up is trigonometry. Here the big one is identity. Okay, and again we have graphs, we have general solutions over here. Please check complex numbers, modulus, eigenplane, roots are the important and high scoring topics. Inequalities, the graphical solutions, writing the the domain properly, writing the intervals properly, that is your in the inequalities. PNC, circular and conditional countings. We have word problems on the PNC, very important. The word problems are very, very important. Okay, word problems over here. From where? NCRT. NCRT exemplar is more than enough to solve the word problems from PNC for your boards examination. PU1 midterms, binomial theorem, we have again general term, middle term, we also have coefficients, very important topics, high scoring sections of this chapter, binomial theorem. Remember they ask you odd coefficient, even coefficient, like that, those kind of problems. They can ask you a series where they're asking you C0, C1, C2, like that. Those kind of questions are there. So that's why it's important to solve questions on coefficients as well. I meant here coefficients, I forgot to write. Next up we have S and S. What is S and S? Sequences and series. Yes, we have nth term formula, sum of nth term. Okay, for AP and GP both are equally important, so please do not miss out on this because they're very easy. For me it was very, very easy. So once you make the pattern properly, you get the questions are very, very easy. Lines, again slope, angle, we also have that formula, right? But that comes, yeah, this one, the perpendicular distance of a line from a point. Okay, sorry, it's a point from a line. Okay, so that also is equally important, so please go ahead, learn that, angle between them, parallel perpendicular rules, problems on them. So please solve these. Other syllabus review for high scoring topics. Again, if you have some other chapter, let me know in the comment section, because if I'm here to help you out, I should know what are you facing. Okay, all the requirements where you're gonna give in the comment section. Next. Number 2. Now, okay, we know what they're asking, but how they're asking. What they're asking is done, number 1. Number 2 is how they're asking is in 5 sections, A, B, C, D, E. Section A is 1 marker with MCQ and fill in the blanks, 15 MCQs and 5 fill in the blanks questions. In the section A, all are compulsory. If you skip one, you lose 1 marks. You cannot skip any, all are compulsory in the section A. Section B, answer any 6 out of 9. Sometimes they ask you 8 or 9 questions, but you're supposed to answer any 6. Okay, so there's a choice given to you. That is a 2 marker category. Section B. Section C, again 6 question, any 6 out of 9, 3 marker question. Okay, 18 over here. We have section D, 5 marker, any 4 questions you have to solve, and section E is 4 and 6 marker. You have internal options over there. You have internal option, right? So you can choose either of them. Excuse me, 1 second. I hope this is very much clear, right? 1 second. Yes, I needed to have some water. Sorry for that. Okay, so section total number section is 5. You miss. Okay, you cannot miss questions in section number A. B, C, D, you can miss. Section E, you cannot miss actually. There will be 2 questions. You have to answer both of them. But each question will have internal option. Okay, means let's say there's a question of 6 marker. No, they'll have internal options in that. So there will be 2 questions of 6 marker. Choose any one of them. Again 4 marker. 2 questions will be there in or. Choose any one of them. Okay, paper pattern is discussed. Moving on to the game plan. The big picture actually is a very small picture. You know, when people try to scare us, big names. No, actually routine works gets you there. You don't need to do something very extraordinary thing to achieve extraordinary. Extraordinary things are achieved doing by doing ordinary things, okay, very simple things. Just you have to follow every day, step up, show up on that day, do your work. That is enough, and do it consistently. If you do that, if you're present every day and doing your work every day consistently, you're done. That is all that is required. Number one is setting our goal. Yes, it is achievable. Of course, you've studied, right? It's not like you're studying, today is the first day of study, okay? It's not like that. You've started a PU1, you've learned some chapters. So goal should be 65 plus, you can do that. PU1 maths midterm goal is set. Next is duration. So I've taken an idea of 7 days over here. You might have 4, you might have 5. So please make a change in that as per your time that you have at hand. So I've taken a more or less of 7 days plan. Every day, 2.5 hours. Now let me define this 2.5 hour. This is not 2.5 hour studying and using phone. No. Not 2.5 hour studying and eating. No. It means without any distraction, without talking to your friends, without being in a conference call or meeting with your friends and studying. No. Self-study 2.5 hours. This is your self-study. Not that, sir, I did 1 hour of this in school, okay, study in the college, so it is done. No. 2.5 hours of self-study per day. That is it. That is it, okay? You don't need to do more than that because you can't. You have other subjects also to study. You have to plan your work, but 2.5 hours every day to study for mathematics, that's a must, okay? Focus on the concept clarity because, bacha, you cannot solve all the problems in the time that you have at hand, but you can learn all the concepts. You can learn all the formulas. This is a must and you have to do that. So focus on the concept clarity, formula recall, and limited questions. But what are those limited questions? PYQs. Why PYQs? Because these are the questions that boards expect from you. But sir, this is my midterm, because similar question is also expected in the midterms as well, okay? How do we get PYQs? Refer the final paper. Those chapters can be taken. Otherwise, you get a lot of resources. You can take online and you get the questions for that. Okay, you need my help? Let me know. Next up, tools. Tool number 1, formula book. If you go to examination and you forget about the formulas only, what's the point? Okay, you cannot forget the domain, the range, the formulas, the graphs. So formula book is a must, bacha. Error log. What is the error log? When you practice, when I go to the daily routine now, I'll show you how to distribute this 2.5 hours. Okay, I'll show you the distribution of this 2.5 hours in the daily routine section. Error log, when you're doing the practice, right, you make mistakes. So error log is what? You take a picture of the mistake, the question that you made, get the right answer from online. You can get that answer very quickly and put it together in one place. If you want to write it down. If not, put it in the picture format in the Word, recall it. So keep a error log and timer. You can solve 5 questions. It takes you 1 hour. Pointless. You need to solve 5 questions in how much time? 15 minutes, 12 minutes, 20 minutes if it is a big 5-marker questions, okay? Basically, timer means timed practice has to be there. That is your big game plan, and the mantra is small step daily, beat your last minute panic. Remember? So what usually we all do, even I have done in my college days, I'll not study for the entire time. I'll just, night before the examination, I'll start my preparation and end up getting 45, 50 marks, 60 marks. That's not good, right? If you take small steps every day, you don't have to panic at the last minute, the night before examination. So please start right now from today, not tomorrow, from today, okay? Now step number 4, the section number 4 is the 3C strategy: concept, connect and challenge. Concept, NCRT. Concept, repeat after me. Concept, NCRT. Repeat, concept, NCRT. Very simple reason. What is the reason? Because your exam will not be, about any other books. All the question, all the concept will be based upon only NCRT. Only NCRT. So revise. The word is revise, not learning for the first time. Revise the theories from NCRT. Next is connect. Apply the formulas. After learning the theory, what we do? We apply the formulas that we have. It's mathematics. We have the formulas. We got to apply that. Let's say we have a graph. We have to apply the graph in a given question. So apply that concept, that theory, and use the solved examples. It's very important because they're unique in nature. They are different questions are of different category. So when you cover all the solved examples, you cover up entire concepts in that particular chapter. So solved example is a must. You can move on to exemplar, you can move on to exercise question, but first thing is solved example. Next up, challenge. Solve 5 timed questions per topic. Do it. You can just take the, let's say I'm doing relation and function, I'll take questions on the functions, domain and range, and directly solve the questions under the time constraint. I'll draw the graph, I'll write the domain, I'll write the range, and so it clearly. Okay, so it will not take much time for me, but you have to make a habit of doing in the limited time that you have. The mantra today in this slide will be understand, which is basically your concept, apply, the connect part, and test is the challenge part. If you do that repeatedly every day, you are done, you are prepared. Okay, you can achieve this 65 plus marks very easily. Point number 5 is the 7-day roadmap. Again, as I said, you might have 8 days, you might have 10 days, that can vary, but I'm giving you an idea how can you plan your work. So basically my first, whenever I have to start something new or any preparation, any revision, I start with the easiest thing. Start with the easiest thing. Always remember this word, start easy. Don't go and take up the biggest challenge on the day one. If you do that, you might overcome it, but the chances of you giving up or you making a mistake or you leaving it after some time, basically giving up, is higher. So if you start easy, what happens? You get motivation, you get confidence, and then you can go for the step number 1 to step number 2. Okay, so that's why start easy. The chapters are very simple. Sets and relation, whatever chapters are there in your syllabus, please start easy and make a proper plan. Keep the contents, resources ready and start working on it. Okay, again I've given you a list of topics in that chapter. Please go through this. What you can do, download that from the WhatsApp channel. Yes, if you are watching this video of mine for the first time on our channel, so we have a WhatsApp channel. It's not a group, so don't worry about your numbers, your contact details, we don't get that. It's a channel, you have to join that. Link of that is given in the video description. Go ahead, join it. In that you'll get the link for all the class notes, all the PDFs. You once join the WhatsApp channel, you can download from the drive that we share in the WhatsApp channel. Okay, so you have to download it to get to know all the topics. If you can take a screenshot, certainly you can do that. Okay, 7-day roadmap, sets and relation on the first day, trigonometric function on day number 2, 3 is complex numbers and linear inequality. Very simple chapters. Day 4 is PNC. For this you're gonna refer NCERT only, sir. This is my NCERT only, please. NCERT and exemplars. Why exemplars? I'm telling you, and NCERT, because what happens, these questions can be, if you go ahead and challenge yourself too much, you might end up making mistakes in this. You might lose confidence in this. So please use NCERT and exemplars only. Don't go ahead and learn more and more questions in this. Binomial theorem, again NCERT is sufficient. If you want, you can solve other questions also. Now day 6 is sequences and series. Day 7 is your straight lines and revision. Revision is very important. Whatever you study, you got to complete it. The cycle completes only after revising everything. Okay, so point number 5, the 7-day roadmap is covered as per your schedule, the time that you have at hand. Make your own roadmap. You need my help, ask me in the comment section. Daily routine, as I said, 2.5 hours of everyday preparation, starting from 60 minutes. Let's say for difficult chapter, I want to learn for the first time 60 minutes. If you know already, make it 30, 90 and 30. Right, make it 30, 90 and 30. It makes again same thing. Okay, 90 for practice, 30 for revision and 30 for formula recall. It's very important, making yourself ready for the formula, because examination, if you are waiting for your formula to come to your mind, you're losing time, right? So make sure that you have the formula ready with you every time. Okay, not taking the book in your mind, you should be ready. Now next is error log. As I said, how to deal with it. Keep a mistaken question with the right answer in the error log and keep reviewing it every time. Okay, keep reviewing it. It's very, very important, bacha. Very important. For the 60-minute practice, 90-minute practice, you can do PYQs, you can do NCERT, or if you want, you can do exemplars. Okay, you can do exemplars. Next up we have concept and examples. That's from your NCERT only. That is your daily routine. Please check. That is your daily routine. Not big magic, okay? Simple things. If you follow properly, that is sufficient. A daily 2.5 hours routine builds your exam power. Okay? If you studied all the topics properly, every day you've been consistent, you'll see how you're gonna perform in the examination. You're gonna let me know after the exams are over, right? You'll come back and let me know. Next up, point number 7 is your tools of topper. What is this? Topper's secret. Come on, read it once. Are they magical? They are not. They're simple things. Then what is the difference, sir? Please check. Formula book, revise twice daily. Formula book, sir, we all know that. Next up, error log, record and fix mistakes. Know what is the mistake you're making and fix it. Number 3, timer practice. Practice under time. Try to solve questions in 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, like that. Okay. PYQs, 5-year paper pattern revision. Solve the last 5-year questions. Okay. So these are the simple things. We all know that. Then what's the difference between me and the topper? The difference is topper tools are very simple, but they are used daily. You're using, let's say you might use it for the next 7 days, you'll see the result. But when you use it daily, every day, throughout the year, see how much improvement you're gonna make. Okay, so to be a topper, simple things only, but do it daily. Be consistent. Point number 7 is very simple and covered. Topper secret is also over. Point number 8, common pitfalls to avoid. Avoidable mistake. What is this? Avoidable mistakes. About this, studying from too many resources. What happens there? Creates confusion. Okay, and not only that, you end up revising the same thing over and over again. Let's say I like personally linear inequality. What happens now when I'm learning from one textbook, other textbook, one video, other video, then what happens? I end up revising always the same topic over and over again. What about other 7 chapters, other 8 chapters? They're all lost. Okay, so you got to keep one resource, trust one resource and build on that. And what is that? My preference would be NCERT. Use NCERT, please. Use NCERT, my preference. But if you want to use something else, go ahead, but use only one resource. Don't use too many. Next, so this is a mistake that you can avoid by referring only one resources. Ignoring NCERT, as I said, these 2 points remain same. Either you make one resources or you simply use NCERT is sufficient. Next is skipping formulas. Formulas is a must. I know you know that formula. When you look at it, you remember it. Okay, I'm familiar. Being familiar to the formula and knowing it, remembering it, okay, is different. Because in examination, no simple questions will come. You'll take 2 minutes to recall the formula. You might get it wrong. They are silly mistakes, bacha. You simply lose marks, even though you can solve the question because you forgot some part of the formula. So you cannot trust yourself to, okay, formula will come to me like that. No. You have to memorize it. You have to memorize the formulas. I know it's very unfair to memorize things, but you have to memorize formulas. It's a must. How can you do that? By practicing a lot of questions, okay? Formulas will come back to you. Panicking on lengthy problems. This is a common mistake along all the students. How can you avoid it? Any problem is there. It will have a process to it. So what do you mean? For example, let's say any question is coming, we'll have some data on it, right? So write the data. Process 1. Process is starting now. Question is given, there has some data in it. Okay, maybe it's a variable, something else is given, write that. Next up, write the concept, write the formula that is going to be used. Next is applying the formula. Next is calculations. So that's the approach from any lengthy problem that you have. So try to break the entire lengthy problem, the big problem into what? The process, the right small steps and use it properly to get it right and quickly. Avoiding small mistakes gives big marks. I'm telling you, this might look very silly to you, but I've seen students in my life, okay, I've been teaching for so long, and I've seen students who lose 11 marks, 13 marks. Because of what? This word you see, silly mistakes. What's the silly mistakes? It means they know the questions where they lost marks. If I give them to solve right now, they will not make that mistake again. Okay, so please avoid the silly mistakes. It's very important. So it's all the small mistakes and you can save that 11-12 marks very easily. Okay, and 12 marks is a big thing. If you lose just 20 marks like this, 12 marks is silly. Feels very bad, bacha. If you don't know something, it's okay. If you don't know it, but if you know something, still losing mark in that, it means that is silly mistakes and that has to be avoided. Okay, otherwise it doesn't feel right being a student. Okay, so you have to avoid your silly mistakes. Point 8 is covered. Point 9 now, smart revision techniques. Okay, formula recall, very important. You cannot wait for the formula to come to you, so formula recall has to be done. Every chapter, 5 minutes. Means sit silently without any textbook, think, keep your eyes closed and recall all the formulas of the chapter and write it down. Formula number 1, formula number 2, like that. Every chapter write all the formulas in 5 minutes. Next, error scan, same thing, revisiting your top 10 mistakes. In the chapter, what are my top 10 mistakes? So list it down. How can you list it down? From the error log. You have the error log, right? So go ahead, revisit that and fix your top 10 mistakes. Next is mini mocks. What is the mini mocks? Every day try to solve a 30-minute mix of papers. Means 2 questions from here, 2 questions from there. I can take 2 questions from sets, 3 questions from complex numbers, 1 question from inequality, and solve that mix. 5-6 questions. Make a timer of 30 minutes and solve in that. Okay, take 7 questions, solve in 30 minutes. Okay, big questions you take. So make a habit of writing mini mocks, and also before examination try to solve 1 complete sample paper. Okay, basically your mock test. You should give 1 mock test. Why this is important? Because you're not in habit of writing 3-hour test right now. You think it's very easy? It's not. Even though you know something, no. Have you seen toppers losing 10 marks, 5 marks? You know why they lose? Because if they're not given this mock test, no. Somebody who answers every question in the class, right? You might have some friend like this. He answers, or he or she answers every question in the classroom, still loses 5 to 10 marks because he or she might have missed out on this habit of sitting for 3 hours and writing 1 paper. It takes a lot of effort. So you have to, in the world of distractions, right? You got to sit, to make yourself, be practiced. Be ready to sit for 3 hours and write this paper. Okay, so write at least 1 complete sample paper, 1 mock test. Revise smart and don't have to take a lot of time. Okay, not long, just be smart in your revision. Already studied it, just be effective and smart in your revision. Next up, that is it. So we can wrap it up the session today. Motivation is very simple. Maths doesn't need the perfection. You don't have to be very perfect in mathematics. That will be taken care of by the process. If your process is actually correct, you must have seen a lot of people talking about this. If you follow the process, learning the concept, remember the 3 C's: concept, connect, and challenge. If you follow it properly, and you don't need to be perfect in mathematics, just practice will do, but you have to be consistent in the process. Okay, revise daily, stay calm, and trust your preparation. What's the meaning of this? Let's say I have learned something, I might have skipped some topics, I go in the examination and that topic comes in front of me. Do not think what you have missed. Don't think what you have not studied. Think about what all you have. To try to be optimistic, try to be positive over there. Don't go that, okay, I missed this, I lose marks over here. Don't have to worry about this. Whatever you have learned, trust your preparation, that whatever questions come from that topic, you will solve that right. Okay, so consistency for 7 days is always more than cramming. Let's say study 2.5 hours for 7 days, right? Is more than studying 1 day before examination, 1 night before examination. There's no need to panic, right? You got to use 7 days properly. That's more than sufficient to score 65 plus in your PU1. Now tell me, the process that I've given you today is realistic or not? Yes, whatever I said, does it make sense to you? Is it not easy to follow? If yes, like the video, and if you're new, coming for the first time on our Deeksha Karnataka channel, we are here to help our bachas, to help our students, okay, in the best possible way, in the most serious way, okay. And for that, what are you gonna do? Just follow us, just subscribe our channel, and you'll see a lot of contents are coming your way. We have things planned, but we are also here to take your suggestions. If you want something, let us know in the comment section, and I will certainly incorporate that in my sessions, in my videos. So that's a promise, and that is it for today. We'll see you again more. I will see you more and again very soon. Till then, take care. Bye bye.